Black Goose TV family, man. What's happening with you? Salute, salute. Much love, positivity. Hopefully everybody's Tuesday is going absolutely amazing. Right now I'm sitting in the rain on my little break, you know what I'm saying? Getting a little bit of gas, and a little thought came to my mind, so I went to share it with the Black Goose TV family. I want to get y'all opinion on it and see what y'all thought about it. It has to do with Kell Brook. You already know, you know what I'm saying? If you're a long time follower, you're a long time family member of this channel. Y'all know I love Kell Brook. Kell Brook is one of my favorite fighters, period. You know what I'm saying? This past week, Kell Brook put a beating on Amir Khan. By the way, anybody who doubted my man Kell Brook, y'all don't know boxing. I've been told y'all Amir Khan been ducking Kell Brook for the longest. He didn't want that smoke. And we see now, 100 million years later, that was absolutely true. Kell Brook is just too goddamn good. But let me just get straight to it. Kell Brook, his most recent call out after that fight was Chris Eubank Jr., which obviously Chris Eubank Jr. is a big boy, quote unquote, in comparison to Kell Brook. Chris Eubank Jr., he refutes that. He said, everyone's saying that I'm too big for Kell. Kell walks around bigger than I do. I honestly think that's a crazy fight, man. Chris Eubank Jr. is another fighter that I'm really, really fond of. I love Chris Eubank Jr. as a fighter. I love the evolution he's had being under Roy Jones, seeing the new style that he's been incorporating, as well as the power that he has and being able to, one of his problems was he got a little bit too one-dimensional, a little bit too predictable, and kind of relied on his athleticism. Now he's a boxer, a slick boxer, Roy Jones Jr.-esque. So I love the evolution that he's had. But the question is, Chris Eubank Jr., or, of course, we have the rising star in the 140 division of Conor Benn. Obviously, Chris Eubank Jr. is obviously a 154, but, with that being the case, Kell Brook has moved up before and challenged fighters of the likes of like Triple G at 154, so he can obviously move up and doesn't have a problem with that. But I want to ask you guys this question. This was very long-winded, excuse me. Who do you think would be a better opponent for Kell Brook, and who would you rather see fight Kell Brook in his next fight? Do you want to see the young up-and-comer Conor Benn take a chance at Kell Brook, and possibly if he could beat Kell Brook, that would be his ascension into kind of like, I wouldn't say superstardom yet, but, 147 division is going to have to take notice if he beats somebody like Kell Brook, and we have a new face in 147? Or would you rather see Kell Brook fight Chris Eubank Jr., which would be very appealing? In my opinion, it'd be more of a fan favorite fight, and I also think it would be a more stylistically pleasing to the eye to watch, because I honestly think Kell Brook is a very hard fight for Conor Benn. I actually think Brook will outbox him circles. But with Eubank's size, athleticism, his new fighting style, I think that's Eubank actually gives Kell Brook some problems. Now, I'm a Kell Brook fan to the core, so I still think Brook beats both of them. He's just too much of a technician for either one of them, in my opinion. He's just too much of a boxer, in my opinion. But it's not about my opinion. Y'all know these videos, and I told y'all yesterday, if y'all didn't see it, go check out Black Goose Exposed. I let y'all know about the hiatus and why it happened. I told y'all we coming back to doing these videos because I want to hear you guys' opinion again, so please let me know. Who would you rather see Kell Brook fight next? Chris Eubank Jr. or Conor Benn? Which would you be more interested in? Once again, much love to the people. I'm out for now, but I'll be back soon. Yo!